Very good morning, students. Last lecture we have seen the definition of moment of inertia, how mass is distributed with respect to axis of rotation when body is rotating about its own axis. We understood radius of gyration also. Today's lecture we will do application based on moment of inertia. Using moment of inertia, we can find rotational kinetic energy because suppose if I consider one body, one rigid body, you can observe over here. I consider one rigid body over here. You can see it's a particular rigid body. If this body is rotating about its own axis, you can see here this is what particular axis passing through the point O. When body is rotating about its own axis with angular velocity omega, with angular velocity what? Omega. Now we have to find out rotational kinetic energy associated with the what? This particular rigid body. Before finding to rotational kinetic energy of the rigid body, we are going to find out the kinetic energy associated with the what? Particles. We can see here this particular rigid body consists of n number of particles whose masses are m1, m2 up to what? Mn. We observe that this particular mass, this particular particle of mass m1 is what? At a distance of r1 from O. When body is rotating about its own axis, then this particular mass, this particular particle of mass m1 perform circular motion. Similarly for m2 also. So to find out the total rotational kinetic energy of the rigid body, we are going to find out kinetic energy of individual particles. And then we will add all the kinetic energy of the particles will give us what? Rotational kinetic energy of the rigid body. Students, so now I am going to consider rigid body rotating with a constant angular velocity, which is omega, about its axis passing through the point O. As I told you, this particular body consists of n number of particles whose masses from m1, m2 and mn, and the distance of those particles from the axis of rotation is what? r1, r2 dotted up to rn respectively. Students, we are going to use one keyword over here to find out the kinetic energy of each and every particle. So I am going to use keyword is what? V key. Students, V here stands for what? Velocity. Since first I will find the kinetic energy of the first particle. So that's why I will say what is the velocity, linear velocity associated with the first particle whose mass is m1. Students, as we know, we observe that this particular particle of mass m1 whose distance is from axis of rotation is what? R1. If body is rotating with angular velocity omega, this mass m1 is also perform circular motion, uniform circular motion with this particular angular velocity. And we know the formula for velocity, linear velocity is given by what? R into omega. Since distance of the axis of rotation of that particular particle is what? R1, that's why V1 equals to R1 into omega. Students, key here stands for what? K dot E. Key, matlab kinetic energy. What is the general formula for kinetic energy? You know, all of you. Kinetic energy ka formula is what? 1 upon 2 mass of the particle into velocity square. Since I am going to find out the kinetic energy of the first particle, that's why I will put here suffix m1 v1. So students, I am going to put the value of v1. What is v1 here? R1 omega. So that's why V1 square means what? R1 square omega square. This is what? Kinetic energy of first particle. Similarly, we can find kinetic energy of the second particle. We can write directly. Similarly, half m2 r2 square omega square. Students, here I am not going to write omega 1, omega 2, because since body is rotating about its own axis with the angular velocity omega, therefore each and every particles are also performing its particular circular motion with the same angular velocity omega. So students, according to the formula or according to the concept, to find out the rotational kinetic energy of the rigid body, we are going to add individual kinetic energy of the particles. So if I add, students, you can observe here, some theory I have written over here. What kinetic energy of the first particle, as I found out over there, half m1 r1 square omega square. Similarly, kinetic energy of the second particle is what? Half m2 r2 square omega square up to kinetic energy of the nth particle is what? Half mn rn square into omega. The rotational kinetic energy of the object is the sum of individual translation kinetic energy. Thus, rotational kinetic energy, that is what total kinetic energy, is given by individual kinetic. What is the formula of what is the derivation for kinetic energy? 1 half m1 r1 square omega square plus half m2 r2 square omega square half mn rn square omega square. What you can take common, students? Half and omega square, if I take common, m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus mn rn square. So students, we know the definition of moment of inertia. What definition of moment of inertia? Is a sum of product of mass of each and every particles and the square of the distance, square of the perpendicular distance from the axis of its rotation. So students, this particular bracket form the moment of inertia of the rigid body. So what is the formula for rotational kinetic energy? The rotational kinetic energy is given by the formula half I omega square. Students, now you have to write down the unit. What is unit of I? As I told you, kg meter square. And what is unit of omega? Radian per second. So I'm not going to write radian, to kg meter square per second. Okay, and if I want to dimension, so I will write first LMT in alphabetical order. How many lengths terms are there? Meter square means what? L square. Mass is 1 and T is there, but in the denominator, second time. It comes in the numerator. That's why. This is particular derivation for, we will say, rotational kinetic energy. Students, now we are going to find out the moment of inertia of a ring. Let's do the next question, students. The next question is like this. Derive the formula for moment of inertia of a uniform ring. So students, we observe here, this is ring which is rotating about its own axis with angular velocity omega. We have observed this. This axis of rotation is passing through point O. Students, what is uniform ring? The name itself is a ring, no? Ring means what? It consists of the n number of particles whose distance from O is a ring, is a circular ring. That's whose distance are what? R. But all particles are what? Situated at a constant distance, that is what? Capital R. And as well as we observe that, and we know that in uniform ring, the center of mass is at point But the entire mass of the ring is concentrated at point O. So So according to definition of moment of inertia, the definition of moment of inertia is what? Mass into distance square. But the mass means what? The point where entire mass of the point, entire mass of the ring is concentrated. That is what, let us say mass of the ring is what? M. And we know that distance of that particular ring, that particular particles are from the axis of rotation what? R. So distance are what? R square. So students, what is moment of inertia? We can see here, if it is rotating about its own axis, that is line perpendicular to its plane and passing through its center, its entire mass is practically at a distance equal to its radius r from the axis. Because ring, it's a ring, no? We observe that this ring consists of what? N number of particles, and whose masses are from what? At a distance of r. So here O is what? Axis of rotation, of center of mass. The entire mass is what? Distributed along the ring. And that's why distance of that masses from the axis of rotation is what? R. That's why, what is the moment of inertia? Mass, that is what? Total mass of the ring into average distance, the square of the average distance. Hence, the expression for the moment of inertia of the uniform ring of mass m and radius r is given by r equals to mr square. Students, remember the formula. Okay. Hope so you understood the lecture. Thank you very much.